Public. Let's see what happens. Oh. All right. This thing is looking absolutely fucking devastating today. Oh. Let me move this out of the way. And we are set. I gotta open up my Weibo on my laptop though. Unlock that. Let's see. Because I don't have the money. Only because I don't have the money to buy more. Let me see what's going on, people. Here we go. Now we're set. Raim, Bilal, Dia, Mo's here. How you doing, man? Today's been all over the place. Not gonna lie. The morning chart was just awful in the pre-market, and then it started moving up a little bit. But like I said, there's a lot of bears in the market today, and I don't think that bulls are gonna be able. I don't think they're gonna be able to hold those key support levels that are gonna allow SPY to bounce all the way back up. So we'll see, though. I've been wrong in the past, but so far that's why I kept my puts open. I was just very bearish on it. It's just looking, the chart's just looking awful right now. I don't think it's gonna hold up. And like I said in on a Discord, if we actually do break that 575.50 level right here that we tested, oh, things are gonna get really, really ugly really, really quick. So let's see what happens. So far, I'm still holding puts. Yes, I did buy more on the way to the top. I had two orders, the one in the morning and then one about 20-30 minutes later, and then now we're sort of waiting to see what happens with SPY. We could totally get a bounce right here. We had a lot of consolidation right here, so if we can actually get this thing to bounce here, we're looking pretty good. But on the other hand, if bears continue dragging this down, I think we're going to get a last bounce right here on the support that we built earlier. And then if this thing doesn't make a new high, yeah, at that point, I think the market's just going to, they're going to get greedy and everyone's going to start shorting. And I think that's when we start seeing puts explode in value. So let's see what happens. Today's been a great day so far for me. Couple quick trades. I'm going to be trading on an account that's not mine in a moment. So just give me a couple minutes. Let me see here. But yeah, no, today's been pretty solid. The morning, that morning dip was great for everyone that was swinging puts. I was not swinging puts, but I know some people did. And then that pop, like I said, I think it was going to break out. We had that breakout at 577. I saw a lot of people actually play that, so I'm really happy for those of you that actually got in on calls on that. And then the pullback. So now we're gonna see if this support level. I have so much shit on my screen. Give me a second. How do I erase all that? Erase. Jesus Christ. There we go. if, as you can see here, we had a little bit of resistance there. That resistance became support right here. And now it's retesting that support again. Right here. So that's why I said if we can actually hold that and run all the way back up, we're looking pretty solid. We might go back all the way up to where we closed last Friday. If not, like I said, I think here's the thing, like if from a day trader perspective, I would ideally want this thing to sell off, to be honest. And the reason for that is there's a lot more gains on the downside than on the upside. There's a lot of resistance that we would have to break through. And there's a lot of fundamental and fear in the market that I don't think would allow us to like really make those highs as we would ideally like to have. We would have to break all of this. And that was just from last Friday, by the way. That was just last Friday. That is just way too much work, in my opinion. That is just way too much work. However, on the downside, we haven't seen a lot of support being made in quite a while, as you can see here on a chart. It's been a long time since we were down to those levels. All the way back, when was it? November? Why is my computer lagging? So it's been a while since we were down there. So we'll see what happens. Oh my god, why is my PC lagging right now? I'm actually scared that the stream is just gonna get caught short, like right in the middle. Let me see. Alright, here we go. So right now, bulls, ideally, we need to like make a new high. We cannot just retest that high we were at. We have to get a breakout to like really incentivize the market to like pump this thing up. If that doesn't happen, I fear that bears are going to get more greedy. Oh my god. And we're going to get one of those like ugly rejections testing that support we were at this morning. And if at that point, if we're back here again today, yeah, I think at that point we're going to be seeing a steep drop on the S&P 500. So we'll see. Election pump is gone. I mean, yeah, we've been pumping all the way since November 4th, November 5th. And it was nonstop. I know we started dipping on December, but there was still a lot of like those weird moments where we had the market kind of like bounce up out of nowhere in the pre-market because the market was just so hyped up about Donald Trump and, you know, the lack of regulations that are going to come in the coming years and all of that. So, but I feel like now the market's kind of like, you know, it's rethinking itself. Like, okay, like he's talking about tariffs. He's talking about a lot of stuff that could pull the market back. And we've seen inflation slowly creep back up again. So there's quite a bit of fear in the market. And I think now the market's kind of, you're seeing a lot of investors both taking profits and also kind of taking trades that are bound to be a little bit less, they're taking investments that are going to be a little bit less subjected to, you know, the volatility of the market in the event that inflation does continue going up. So we'll see what happens. But it's been quite a rough month for the, you know, for December. The entire month was, you know, flat or just red. But it wasn't steep red, which was a key thing. Again, and that's something that happens almost every year. You see a lot of people taking profits on December for tax reasons, so it's just normal. So I wasn't really concerned about that as much as I am a little bit concerned on January, seeing, you know, the bond market the way it is and, you know, the S&P 500 reacting as it is. So But it does make sense though to me. So we'll see. Investment wise, that's why I've been telling you guys. I'm still loading up big time on Google and a couple other ones, but I'm also investing a lot on dividend stocks. Just in the event that the market does pull back, I want to ensure that I have a solid income source that's really healthy and it's going to get me through the year. So I've been pulling a lot of my profits, I've been parking them in, what was it, SCHD, the Schwab ETF that pays like 5% dividend yield. I've been putting a lot of money on JEPQ, JEPI as well. Those yield about 10%. A lot of that. So, I just want to be prepared. I talked about that, I think last month, but I did not really make a post about it, like in terms of like a DD drop or anything like that. I just briefly talked about it on chat that I was going to start loading up on dividend, securities, because I want to ensure that I still have income. And I've been super aggressive on tech, and, tech is always going to outperform the market in the long run. So, I'm looking 10 years from now. I'm not even worried about what I'm doing at the moment. However, in the short term, I want to ensure that I raise my floor income. So, what are your thoughts on AMD? AMD is it's tough to like discern AMD because in one way they are performing well. You've seen their cloud segment of business outperforming what the market expected them to perform at, and they're running pretty well as a company. They're on point. The problem is that the market doesn't price you in based on just how well you're performing. They price you in as to how well you are bound to grow and to outcompete your biggest competitors. And AMD has consistently shown an ability to not just catch up to Nvidia, which I don't think at this point they're going to be able to do that in like the next 5 years minimum, but to like not be able to compete at all against Nvidia. And at that point, investment grade wise, Nvidia, AMD becomes sort of a, people are passing on it. They're like, what? Why would I put my money on AMD, which is like, they have shown an ability, an intrinsic inability in their business model to, create that momentum, create that hype around their products. Whereas I can just park my money on Nvidia, and I know Jensen, is delivering left, right, and center. I mean, if you watch that last conference that they had last week, he was just, I don't know, I came out super impressed. And based on what I've seen from other people, everyone's like talking about Nvidia, everyone's hyped up on their products, and they are just, delivering left, right, and center. And that to me is, it's what's most important. Holy shit, puts are paying big time right now. Give me a second, boys. Let me see. Oh yeah, fuck yes, dude. Let me just filter out this stuff so that it only shows my SPY options open. Oh yeah, this is looking really good, boys. This is it. Get me that breakdown. As I told you, this is the spot. This is it right here. A little bit underneath where we're at, about $1 below that. But if bulls don't pump this shit up, I'm telling you, like, this thing could get really, really, really ugly. How ugly can it get? I can see SPY dropping another $3 today. I can certainly see SPY reaching 570. Let me put it to you that way. 570 today by the time we close. If we actually do break that 570 and 550 level, the liquidity in here is absolutely ridiculous. And the orders that I'm seeing right now on the volume, let me pull that data up again. This is just looking like it's just gonna be sharks. Sharks hunting blood. Let me see. Let me see. Yep. Yeah, this thing is gonna... Boys, this thing is gonna look... This thing is gonna get fucked up. I'm already in puts, like I said. I averaged up. I bought in the morning right here, thinking that it was just gonna flop. It was a small position. We bounced. We came back down. I still held. We went all the way back up here. We were trading in a pre-market around this level, so I decided to double down around here. So my average is around where we're sitting at. And then we had that pump. I bought some, some 0 DTE calls, made a little bit of money here. And now I'm still holding those puts because, like I said, we might on a short term pump, but like the what I'm looking at overall, like this thing is looking really, really ugly. So I'm playing to that bias. Let me see here. So yeah, like AMD, like I was telling you, AMD, solid company. Again, it's not that they're performing bad. It's not a bad company. It's just they're not performing when you're talking about investment grade opportunities in the market. If you put a gun in my head and you told me you have to pick AMD, which might yield let's say a 50% pump on a year, or Nvidia, which might just run about half of that in 1 year, let's just put it at 15%. I'm gonna pick Nvidia because I am more certain that they're gonna perform that 15% that AMD would actually perform 50%. So I'm more biased towards Nvidia. I'm more confident about Jensen's leadership, what he's doing with the company, the way he's tackling the problems in the industry, the way he's sort of integrating Nvidia to become more than just, the chip designer. They're integrating into everything. Now they're coming up with new PCs running on Linux. So again, I am super bullish on that end. I see Nvidia having a lot of options. They have so much cash on their hands that it's just absolutely insane. They can just pretty much, with the new administration, I see them buying competitors out, like, maybe buying themselves into an industry and, doing something new. So, yeah. As far as Intel, INTC, I don't know, man. They can't even get freaking coffee machines to their employees. Like, when people talk about Intel, think about Intel like the big, what would you call it? Like if we were to like enter into a war with China over Taiwan, and because Intel has a lot of fabs already in the US. I mean, so does TSM now, but like Intel also has that. I can see the government giving like fuck you levels of cash over to Intel and telling them, hey, like, get your shit together and start producing chips like nonstop. So from that point, I see Intel having a lot of potential. But that is just a one case scenario. Outside of that, like, I see them sort of, I don't see the leadership. I mean, they just pretty much announced that they were going to be kicking out their current CEO. So like from a leadership standpoint, I don't see a vision, a coherent vision. The performance over the last 10 years is not there. I've seen Microsoft, Apple, I'm seeing Google. They're producing their own chips as well. They're not relying on Intel or AMD as much. So from that point, I just don't see the reason to risk a large position on Intel. I mean, if you want to play Intel, I would say just grab calls on it and see what happens. Like a limited amount of money exposure to it, and just see what happens. If it pumps, amazing, good for you. Like, you make a little bit of money. If not, like, why sweat the money? There's a bounce. Wolf says RKLB. I've talked so much about Rocket Labs, like it just keeps on getting better and better and better. Every I don't want to say every because everyone's gonna hold me up to that judgment, but like let's just say every 2 weeks there's like news about Rocket Labs that comes out that makes it seem like such an obvious investment for people. Like they just signed up not a contract, they just got the opportunity to like work on a new project with NASA. There's always something, like every single week or like every 2 weeks at the minimum, there's always something new happening with Rocket Labs as to whether they're partnering up with a big company, or they just got a contract handed down by NASA, or they're working on a new project. I mean, it just gets better and better, and the company to like where they're gonna be 10 years from now, like the company's significantly undervalued. So I'm loading up. I'm loading up on Rocket Labs now. I've been loading up since 2022, and you're gonna see me next year, and the one after that, and the one after that, and that over. You're never gonna see me stop investing on Rocket Labs because I am confident under leadership due to their previous their record. Over the last 10 years, the CEO has managed to grow this little company into what it is today. And I see them becoming, so much larger than they are at the moment. So, yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, Rocket Labs position. I have a ridiculous position on to the point where like Rocket Labs. Here's the thing. Like Rocket Labs pumped to insane degrees last year. I mean, I remember this thing was trading at $3, and then it just closed the year at like 29. That is ridiculous. So my portfolio, like diversification ratios, are all fucked up because of Rocket Labs, because I have not taken profits, and I'm still struggling as to how I want to balance that, because I don't want to sell my shares, but at the same time, I don't like having a portfolio mismanaged. I don't like having too large of a position overshadowing everything else. So I've been selling very aggressive calls on it to see if I can actually get, exercise, but that hasn't happened yet. But the premiums that I'm getting from that, I'm putting partially in more Rocket Labs, but for the most part, I've been putting more into Google and other investments. Like I said, I'm putting a lot into JEPQ, JEPI, the Schwab ETF. I was talking this morning about investing in the bond market, because some of those coupons on the bond, I mean, they're yielding 6%. That is absolutely criminally good. Almost 7%. I saw some of them running 6.8. That is just free money right there. So yeah, Intel buys coffee machines. I bet. I bet sure. Yeah. Intel, I don't know what happened to them, because here's the thing, like if there was one company that if you would have asked anyone 20 years ago where they would be at today, if you would have asked anyone 20 years ago where would Intel be 20 years from now, everyone would have said something to where, comparable to where Nvidia is right now. Everyone would have told you they're going to be a multi-trillion-dollar corporation. They're going to be on top of everyone. They're going to be their biggest problem is going to be, avoiding, litigation from the Justice Department as far as being a monopoly. But you see them today, and they're a joke, man. They're just losing on every single part of their business. They're just getting run over. AMD started running them over. Now Nvidia, they're at a point where like it's just like what's your point? Why are you here? Like I said, the biggest value that Intel has are those fabs, and that's it. There's a pump. I'm thinking about buying some early calls right now, 575.40. Let me put that up risky, because I kind of want to buy right here. If we can actually start holding this level, I can see us, at least pushing all the way to like 578. This might be worth the risk, Let me see here. a second. Let me see. Where are we at? Because when is this dated? This is dated for today. Yeah, it's dated for today at 581. I bought some 581s. Fuck, I didn't put it. Shit, fuck. Calls on SPY right now. Right now, quick scalp. Ideally to 578. If it holds that level, I would ideally like to see it close 50 cents above that before I start taking profits on it. I know that my mic is like right next to the keyboard. I'll fix it in a second because I know that must be crazy annoying for you guys. Sorry about that. My desk space is limited because I have so much food. I was eating spaghetti for breakfast this morning. Dude, why is my shit barely moving? What the fuck? I knew I should have picked up cheaper contract than this. Yeah. Let's see what happens. A lower strike on that rather than 581. But if we actually do reach, like, if we actually do get a breakout all the way up to like 581, like, I am looking solid. I'm probably like a 200 to 300% runner on that. So I have about $3,000 on SPY calls right now. Let's see if I can actually make some money on that, because I'm just getting absolutely killed with those puts that I had this morning. They're kind of erasing my what I had, what I would ideally have. There it is, 578.15. If you guys want, take some profits right now. Oh, there it is. There's that little pump. There we go. Now my fucking calls are printing. Finally, shit. Freaking finally. Now the question is, should I close my puts or should I just guys, let me know in the sim alerts channel if you actually took that trade by hitting the check mark emoji, just so I know who's like actually trading with me. I want to know if I'm alone on this shit. But like I was saying, like the question right now is whether I'm if I should close my puts or if I should double down on them. I feel like I should have just had an order right here to like market average my current. It was just not a big position. I have like about $1,000 on it. Nothing crazy. Should have put an order right here. Market to like just close out at the exact same price that I averaged down on and like close net neutral. And I would have my calls like green, which now they're red again. Fuck my life. So yeah, we're gonna get rejected here. We have that designated resistance spot. If we can hold this level, we're looking pretty good to potentially run into that price level that we were at Friday where we closed. So if we hold this level here, I think we're going to pressure our way up into a breakout. If not, let me see here. I don't know what are we looking at. Yeah, if we don't break that, I feel like our support, and we might actually start trading sideways because of what I'm looking at in the volume. I think, yeah, it's the liquidity in this particular line. I'm just gonna label that for you guys. The liquidity I'm looking at, that I'm seeing here, is absolutely insane. So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people buying. So right now I'm holding calls. Like I said, I'm gonna close out my puts, and if anything, I'm just gonna double down when I reopen, because I don't want to. Oh shit! Fuck! Hold up. Orders. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Where are my puts? Yeah, so I closed out my puts. And what I'm going to do is, if we actually do get rejected again, I'm just going to buy. I'm just going to double. I'm just going to increase the amount of money that I put in those puts to like make up for that loss that I took, which was, by the way, about like 25%. Because I bought him dated for tomorrow. The calls that I have right now are 0 DTE because I'm playing to make more money, as much money as possible. So if we can get this breakout right here, we're going to be looking amazing. Rico, what's going on, man? Jay says, got blown out on our Rocket Labs. Thoughts on it recovering? What do you mean? Jay, what do you mean you got blown out? That thing is up like crazy since last year. Like, when did you buy? Because I'm still holding my shit. I'm still holding my my Rocket Lab. I was just talking about it. I'm still buying that shit. Like, if you're looking at Rocket Labs as a short-term investment, that's on you. I'm looking at that shit from like 5 years from now. Because like, look at SpaceX. And Rocket Labs is like its second or third biggest competitor. And the moment SpaceX goes public, and I feel like they will, Rocket Labs is also going to enjoy, it's going to ride on the shadows of SpaceX pumping all the way to the moon. So like, I'm set. Like, from if you're talking about it from like a risk. Oh, fuck. Hold up. Give me a second. If you're talking about Rocket Labs from like a short-term trade, like, you have to look at technicals at that point, and you have to look at the overall market, because like right now the overall market sucks. Let's just be honest about that, okay? But outside of that, you know, like, if you gotta look at it like me. There we go. Sorry guys, I'm looking at my trade right now. Fuck my life. I hate Apple so much. Oh my god. I'm just so used to Microsoft at this point that I feel like 50% up. Do you guys like it when I post like my actual trade on the Sims Alert channel? Does it actually help you? Not if you like it. Does it actually help you? Let me ask it that way. Let me pose it that way. I feel like, I don't know if it actually does help you guys or not. Fuck my life. If we can actually get a break out there, bro, we're gonna be set. I'm gonna close it. Give me a pump. Give me a pump. Come on, give me that breakout. We need a breakout right now. Like, I am not satisfied with this limp dick breakout here that we're getting with like these goofy ass candles. Like, we need a strong breakout, because if not, bears are gonna pull this back. Take my word for it. Trust me. Bears will pull this back down easily. In fact, if we don't get a breakout soon, like, I'm gonna close like 75% of my position because I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk getting dragged through the mud. Yes, 2 says yes. Psycho says yes. You should be posting every trade you take and what it is. All right, I'll start doing that then for sure. Still in the original calls, hedge with puts when SPY fell to break 578.16. Great job on that, Temple. Yeah, no, I held those puts, and like I said, I got clapped. You know, in that trade, but again, I played the calls, and those paid out pretty well. So like, I'm not really complaining about that. I'm gonna be focusing on my. Let me see. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Dun, 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 dun. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. What is my realized? Hold up. Hold up, boys. I'm gonna be right there with you. I'm taking my own trades. Give me a second. Fuck me. I knew it. Shit. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I knew I should have gone more aggressive with those Google calls that I sold over the weekend. Because, like, man, I would have made a killing on that. But that's fine. I'm just gonna close what I have for profit and then just kind of open new ones because I feel like we're not gonna break $200 by Friday. That's not gonna happen, and if it does, I'm just gonna hedge with calls on that and get filled and then just sell those for a profit. I'll take the risk. All right. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So yeah, Temple. As for your trade, I played it. I kind of played it opposites as to like what you did. I had puts, like I said, and I held them thinking that we were gonna be dropping. That was like my hedge in the event that we kind of like shit the bucket. But again, like bulls are bulls, and they just like to pump shit up for no reason. So those calls paid out pretty well. I'm happy for everyone that got in on those calls. People, especially if you actually traded like I said at 5 where did we go in, like 577 right here 577.50ish, and then we're at 579, and I feel like nobody took that trade on Discord. You guys suck, man. I give you guys all the freaking bread in the world and you guys don't take it. That was such an easy trade. That was like a 50% ROI and that quick, you know, in and out, 30 minutes. It's all right. Let me see. Seemed like a gamble to me, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it was gonna pump. Like I said, like we were gonna see bulls bouncing that off here. It was expected. And then it just bounced up again. We had that breakout, that green candle. I think even you said it too. Like, look at that bounce. So, you know, we just played to that quick momentum. We were certainly bound to like pump a little bit. So, but it's fine. There's going to be another trade. It's good that you didn't take it being anxious about it. You know, like you don't want to take trades that you're not that confident in, you know? So like if you guys don't feel confident about a trade that I'm taking, like skip it. Like don't take it then. It's totally fine. Are you still waiting on a reversal? We'll see. So, like, looking at this, let me see here. Let me look at the volume. Give me a second. Let me pull it up on my other screen. Let me look at the volume. I want to see those liquidity levels. I want to see what's changing because like I think we're gonna get a pullback. And oh my god, I sold my puts right here, and like look, we're people. Like, I'm telling you, like a lot of you complain, in chat. And it's so funny. It's like, oh my god, I should have done this. I should have done that. Like this doesn't happen to anyone else but me. I feel like I'm the only one that closes a trade, and then as soon as I close it, it reverses on me, and I could have done better on it. Like, it's not you, it's me as well. And I feel like it's almost everyone. It's just a matter of ensuring that, you're taking those risks and not pulling out immediately as soon as you see green. You want to kind of like let it ride. Like I said, we're going to reach 578. But watch out if we don't dip, because we're probably going to reach that 578.50. So like if you would have held that green a little bit more, you would have banked. So it's not just me, it's everyone, Mo. Like it's just absolutely everyone in the market. It does happen to me all the time. It's just a matter of like, knowing when to pull out of a green trade, because obviously the red ones, and I feel like you do a pretty good job pulling out of like losses, to be honest. I feel like your problem is just holding those green ones. I feel like a lot of people get so anxious as soon as they see profit that they're like, oh my god, I gotta secure the bag, and it's just like, let it play out. Like, look at the chart, relax, let the momentum play, kind of like don't rush a trade. Sometimes just holding a little bit more, holding for like 5 minutes can be the difference between you netting 5% and netting 200%. Because I've seen that happen, especially with 0 DTE. Listen to this. There's like 25 of you watching this right now. Let me give you some of you want to know how some people net so much money on the market. And I'm going to tell you the reason. I'm going to tell you how they do this. First of all, most of the people you see on the internet, they're lying to you, okay? Those like PLs that you see all the time on X and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, those are photoshopped. But there's people that actually do make they make crazy trades like that on a more consistent basis, although that doesn't happen every single day, of course, as much as they would like to lie to you. So what happens is, here's how they do it. 0 DTE options become very volatile towards the end of the day. And I'm talking about Eastern time zone at this moment. So from like 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., puts tend to be super cheap. You're going to see puts maybe like $2 out the money, sometimes trading for like 2 cents a contract. And what happens is those become super volatile. And sometimes the market loves to take a shit for some reason the last hour of the market. Sometimes bad news come out, or sometimes, people start taking profits, whatever it is. Sometimes the market has like those ugly drops right before, like, let me see here. Let me see if I can find one. Give me a second. Sometimes the market takes huge dips before it closes for no reason, right? Because like if people expected that, it would be priced in. You wouldn't see that much volatility on it. But you cannot always expect that. So for example, on the 19th, and pay attention to this, you see that we're trading SPY, it's pretty much trading around that same range, between 585.50 and 588.50. So it's trading in this nice little range right here. And for some odd reason, out of nowhere, SPY decides to say, fuck it. SPY just says, fuck it. We're just going to dump all the way down to 581. Those contracts that we're trading out of the money, out of that range, right? Because again, like I said, if it's trading at that level, it's going to be priced in. Market makers are not stupid. They're fucking, they're billion-dollar institutions for a reason. They're not peasants like us. So what happens is we get those dumps, and those $1, $2, even $3 zero DTE expiring that same day like $2, $3 out the money option puts, they go from like 0 point, like I said, 0.02 to like 50 cents in what, like 10 minutes? That is an insane, that is a 25%. That is a 25, you would have multiplied whatever investment you made by 25. So if you would have put $1,000 on that, you would have come out with $25,000 easily. And by the way, I posted this, not, I'm going to pull it up on my Discord, but I posted an actual trade like this, where there was this option trading at like 0.03 cents, right? And you know how much it moved? It moved to like 9 point something. Yeah, it does happen. And what you see is a lot of smart investors, and these are people with a lot of money, they actually take risks in the market, trading, making gambles like that, where they'll put like $1,000, every 2 to 3 days based on like, whatever sort of filtered expectations, or like, if they're basing it on an indicator of probability, whatever it is, they're actually putting $1,000 to $5,000, on a random afternoon, and they're waiting for those big, price changes in the market and SPY. Because let me tell you, like, even if you're taking, let's say you're putting in let's say you have $100,000, and you're putting in $1,000, every 2 to 3, like, let's say every 2 to 3 days per week, expecting those moves like that. Let's say you have 10 days where like you take the trade 9 days in a month, and obviously that, you're putting in $1,000 per day. That's $9,000 lost, right? You're negative $9,000. But then comes a day where like you see something like this happen. Now that $1,000 made you $25,000. So like you subtract 9, which is what you lost, and you still have a very nice, decent profit on that. So a lot of traders and institutions actually do trade that, because like sometimes that volatility that's not expected pays like a motherfucker. I mean, look at this on the 16th of, when was this? December? Look at this. Wait, where am I at? Give me a second. Yeah, the 16th. Here I am. We have SPY trading, it's kind of flat. It's kind of going up all day. It's chill. Not a lot of volatility. As you can see, the candles are very tight. There's not a lot of movement, happening that day. And then all of a sudden, catastrophe, 9/11 on the stock market. Right there. Look at that. From the morning when we open all the way to the afternoon at 3:30 p.m., 30 minutes before we close, SPY goes up $2.22. Amazing. You were writing your little calls all day. You made your little nice, like 75% ROI. Amazing. And then for no reason, SPY decides to go from where is it? Like 605. Let's just put it at 605.50. And it just drops all the way down to, where was it here? 604. And then the morning after, like, look at this. It opens at 601. If you were trading something like, like a weekly on that, which I see a lot of people actually do that, to not lose on that 0 DTE, but like they'll still play that. That is an insane amount of gain right there. Just like that. And if you look at the chart, you'll see that it happens a lot more often than you would actually assume. So like it doesn't happen every day, because like obviously if it happened every day, it wouldn't be a thing. But when it does happen, people make fuck you levels of money on those tiny, on those, tiny moments in history where SPY actually just drops for no anticipated reason. So it's one of those things where like, a lot of people say, how the fuck did you make so much money on that trade? Like that is absolutely insane. Like, how do you know what's the indicator? How did you know? Like a lot of times people a lot of times they're just taking risks. They're taking those trades based on the expectation of large, unprecedented or like unpredictable price movements like that. They just take trades and to keep on racking up losses and losses and losses until it pays out. And then boom, you made up all your losses and now you're sitting at profit and you're making bank and you're set. So it's one of those things where like you can actually play that. And I would recommend you guys to play that if you have a large amount of money in your account, obviously. And I'm talking about 6 figures, by the way. It is risky. You're going to lose a lot until you get those big home runs. But when you get those big home runs, it's 100% worth it. And like I said, I'm a man of my word. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you in a moment what a trade like that looks like. So hold up. Let me just pull up that file because I have it here. I saved that because I was just vomiting all day when I saw the price of those puts pay out the way it did. I was just like sickened. I was like, if I would have put $100,000 on that trade, I would come out with $110 million. And I actually did the math, and you're gonna see it right here with me in a moment. Just hold up. Can you imagine that though? Like, you put $100,000 into a trade, and then you come out with $110 million 30 minutes after that. That is just like, I don't know how to. That's just absolutely fucking ridiculous, but it does happen. And there were people that actually did that trade. Let me see here. Was it this one? Let me see. Oh, here it is. Found it on the 18th. Check this out. Look at that. It's going to be a little bit hard to see because I'm streaming, but I know the quality of the stream is not always the best. Fuck my life. How much did I enlarge this shit? So you can see here, look how much they were trading. This contract was trading on the 1 day. This is a 0 DTE on SPY. It was trading at the lowest 1 cent, 1 penny. And then at the highest, it was trading at like 3 pennies. And then when the news dropped and SPY dumped, it was trading at $9, as you can see here. $9.77. So you guys could have gotten filled in at 2 cents. And you would have come out at $9.77 per contract. And so when I tell you that this stuff does actually happen, it does happen. People can actually like retire on one trade. You just have to know how to play that, So holy shit. Of course, Psycho is the one blowing up my chat. Here we go. Let's see. LOL, me, I tried that for a while, never held them long enough. Yeah, you have to let them... Psycho, you have to let that trade run. You cannot block yourself at that point. You have to sort of like be laissez-faire. Like, you have to be hands-off, Let me see. There's a point when I was like taking those trades at 3 to 3:30 p.m. I never held them that long. You can do those trades with a couple $100. Yeah, you can, bro. It is so cheap. Because those puts, like I said, they're trading at 1 penny, 2 penny, 3 pennies, 5 pennies. Like, you can 100% take those trades with like a little bit of money, and then just come out banking. And of course, like, I closed my fucking puts at the top, and like, this is me, people. Let me see. You wouldn't risk that kind of money with so much risk. Yeah, that, like I said, that kind of trade I would only recommend for people that have a lot of money on their accounts, that they can actually take those trades and take those losses nonstop, and it wouldn't really upset the overall growth of the account, So like, to that point, you are 100% right. And they are extremely rare. Like I said, if it was common, it wouldn't be happening this much. So yeah, you are 100% correct on that. The market would actually, anticipate moves like that if it happened more routinely, and the gains on that wouldn't be as much as they are. Yep. Come on, Bears. Come on, bro. Dude, I closed my puts right here like a clown. This is Unbelievable. My shit would have been my shit would be down only like 10% right now, which is better than the 25 that I closed it at. It's whatever. Don't worry, we'll make it work. So what am I trading at right now? I'm looking at so here's the thing, boys. Let's look at this chart objectively. What do we see? Let me clean it out first, because like I have 90 fucking indicators running. Holy shit. So we're trading on a bearish flag, right? We're seeing on the bigger spectrum of things on a daily, we're seeing higher lows, which is a good thing, and we're seeing higher highs. And a bearish flag is, you know, it's considered to be a bullish setup, right? It's a bullish pattern because, you know, the breakout is usually on the top. So a lot of you would anticipate this thing to like just drop all the way down here before it starts pumping up. But I feel like the market, by the time it happens, by the time we have 2 points set up on a down, the market, what you're going to start seeing is the market kind of like anticipating the run here. So a lot of people start buying a little bit before we reach that, you know, support level, which is why you're going to see a lot more volume at this point, especially since we had a lot of, we have history right here where we sort of consolidated for a little bit before we had that breakout, and then here and then here. So at this point, if we can hold this current level, I think we bounce a little bit. And like I said, I am bearish on a day, and I would ideally want SPY to break down because the room for profit on a breakdown is so much better than that of one on a higher up. Because of what I said earlier, we have a lot of resistance right here. We're going to have resistance right here. We're going to have resistance right here. We're going to have resistance right here. There's a lot of liquidity. There's going to be a lot of orders that are going to prevent us from, you know, getting that big breakout that we would ideally want it to be. We're not going to get that pump like crazy unless something happens in the market, like Jerome Powell comes out and announces he's going to be printing trillions of dollars and giving it to, like, you know, any company like he did back in 2020. So like I don't see that happening today. But if we break down, there's not a lot of, as you can see, as I showed you earlier today, there's not a lot of support built up. So if we actually do break that 575.50 cent support, yes, I am very confident that we might actually get a market dump, 100%. And yes, I am still abiding by my previous not a prediction, but like that there is a probability that we could break all the way down to like 570, which is $7 below where we're at. Why are you so bearish? It's not that I'm bearish. It's just like, you know, there's no support, and I feel like the momentum is gonna start taking over. You know what I mean? So on the markets overall for the year, I'm still bullish. I feel like, you know, the market's gonna have its pullbacks, as you know, it's just normal, but I'm still bullish overall. But like I said, those tariffs, like depending on how that pans out and if Trump does actually implement them, yeah, things can get really, really fucking ugly with that. 100%. Give me a $7 dump. Yes, Mo. Let's manifest that energy into the SPY chart, because like I would ideally love to get a fuck you level dump on SPY. Yeah. Let's do it. Give me that breakdown. Here we go. It's kind of hard to like want to open puts right here because there's going to be a lot more support than the one we experience here, here, and here. But if we actually break down this support level, like, we're looking good, boys. We're looking really good on the put side. On the other hand, if bulls is, come out and, hold that level, we're gonna get another pump, and at that point we might even get another high, another run into like 580. So, like I said, like I prefer my chart going down on a day than up, because there's a lot more room for gains on the bottom. Let me see here. Oh yeah, this is lining up perfectly. Here we go. Oh yeah. Yep, this is it. Yeah, I'm thinking this is gonna drop. If I were you, I'm actually gonna take a quick put right there. Let me actually open up some puts, because I am starting to get really freaking bearish on this price action. Well, there's the order confirmation. Let me turn this shit off, because I don't want to. No! What the fuck did I do? Shit. Fuck my life. I fucked up. Weeble has so much shit. There we go. Okay, it's fixed. Condition filter. No, we're just gonna look at SPY today. I don't want to look at anything else. So yeah, if we pump above 577.50, things get really, really ugly. Where would I get calls? I mean, if you want to play it risky, and this is like really risky because you're buying in super early, but like if you want to take that risk, like 577.50 would be a nice place to get some risky calls. But like ideally, if we hold above, let me see here. So we're sitting pretty close to those highs that we had in the morning. Let me look at the liquidity chart. Give me a second. Let me just pull that up right here. Let me look at the volume as well. No. Yeah, if we get a pump, I would actually get it around this level between 577.50 and 578. So 577.50 might be cutting it a little bit early, but I mean, this is a big but. You might get in a little bit early. We can see SPY like flirting above that a little bit before just kind of like dropping down. So that's a very risky move right there. So like ideally, I would just wait for it to like cross a little bit higher into like the little bit of resistance, a little bit of support that we saw earlier on the day, right here, and right here, at that 577, closer to that 578 level, I would say, and then just kind of like wait it out and see if we can actually get another run up. At the moment, there's a lot of sideways price action taking place. Like if you don't want to rush a trade, like this is not the optimal trade to open. Let's just be honest. This is not the ideal place where you want to start taking trades. So start opening them. The setup is not ideal, so just be mindful of that. But if we actually get that breakdown, and fuck me, like I really want to fucking breakdown on SPY. If we can get that breakdown, we're gonna be eating really good. If not, fuck it. Let's see. But Bulls gotta like pump this shit out here, man. They gotta break out. I don't have the VWAP. There we go. Ooh, ugly candle. Here we go. So like we're trading below we're testing that VWAP. That's what I thought we were gonna be doing. Yeah, we're gonna see a little bit of support. Like I can see SPY. This is not looking good for calls right now. If you have calls, like this would be the time for you to like start, sort of assessing your trade on that end. If we can get a bounce here, maybe to like 577, 75, 80. And even then, that would not be enough. Like bulls need to like break up. But they need a breakout. If they don't get that breakout, they are going to get absolutely crunched. If this thing starts breaking below the VWAP again this early in the day, it's not even 12 in the afternoon. Like things are gonna get interesting. Let's just say that. The anticipation for like a move right now is absolutely insane. Are you singing ATC? Yeah. Oh, the anticipation for like something happening, because like today is not the type of day that we're gonna be trading sideways all day long. Like we're gonna get a move relatively soon, and it's getting really hard to like judge which way it's gonna go. I am bearish on the overall pattern and the overall sentiment of the market, but we could totally get a pump here. Like I said a little bit earlier, we can totally see, I can see this doing this, but we need, that's gonna get pulled back if it's not a real breakout. So like bulls have got to like push, they gotta come in droves and really let me see. Fuck. Yeah, okay. So we'll see what happens. Ooh. Nasty candle. I was watching this. I was seeing bulls kind of like, push it up a little bit. Like here, like, oh, we're edging. We're edging up and up. But like that candle was ugly. Like, bulls have got to revert this shit pronto. Are we making lower lows on this? Yeah, we are. Let me see. 1, 2. Are we getting lower highs on this as well? Outside of this drop here, we're getting, let me see, a high here, and a high right here. Yeah. They need a breakout. They need a breakout pronto. There we go. There we go. Ooh, ugly candle. There it is. Let me close. 36. 8 of them. And I did a terrible mistake picking out my freaking contract strike price. Why did I go so low? Yeah, like theta is just absolutely crushing me right now. I went way too low on that. I should have just stuck to like my $1 to $2 OTM strategy, which always works out for me. But I was thinking that we were gonna get an actual like quick drop on that, and like the delta on that was so much better. But like that did not work out. So like I said, let's see what happens. We're getting that pump. Beautiful. Let's see. Are you in any what? Are you in any trade? Yeah, I'm holding puts. There's a couple of them. Nothing crazy. I don't have a strong position right now. I don't have a direction on the market right now. SPY is kind of like flat at the moment. We're waiting to see if it actually pumps and if it holds that level, and if not, if it drops. So we'll see. We'll soon see. It's bouncing up a little bit. Let's see if we can actually get a breakout. Like I said, 578. Let's just put it at 578. I'm gonna grab some calls on that. If not, I'm just gonna get. Let me see. Let me erase that. 578. It's gonna be here. That's where we saw this right here. Yeah, let me just put it, draw a line right there. Let me take this shit out. Oh no, not here. There we go. I want to make sure that it's not a fake out, because I've seen this all I see that all the time. Get those nice little bumps, and then all of a sudden, boom, rug pull. I loaded up more on NVIDIA puts. You got on NVIDIA puts. How is NVIDIA trading today? I haven't traded NVIDIA. How is it looking? Oh, what did I tell you? What, Temple? What did I just say, bro? I just told you guys, like, look, it happens. Like, I'm not rushing into calls because of that. Because of that. It legitimately just happened out of nowhere. Like, I called it. Like, I see it happen all the time. They just get those fake pumps and then rug pull. Let's look at NVIDIA real quick on the side here. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you guys can see it. Okay. And that shit was funny as hell. Oh yeah, you're not getting me, Mr. Market. Not today. If they can consolidate here and like close here on the top, it's gonna look bullish. Not gonna lie. If bulls can get it to like close all the way up here, it's gonna look bullish. It's 100% gonna look bullish. But that drop was funny because I just happened like a minute after I talked about it. Let me look at. What are we looking at? Oh yeah, this thing is. NVIDIA sucks today, as well. Are the premiums high today, Temple? Like, are they like insane? Like, are you like actually making money on that, or like is it not moving enough for you to like make a decent profit on it? Because it looks pretty meh. The thing about like SPY is like you have like 0 DTE, which allows you to like make a little bit of money on like the tiniest price movement. But for like something like NVIDIA, sometimes you need a little bit more, a little bit more meat. Yeah, but it's pretty much following. If you compare the charts, it's pretty much the same thing. Had that low opening, and then it just pumped, dump, then pump again, then dump again, and now it's sitting at the lower end. Not gonna get rich today, but definitely up. Yeah. If bears can pull NVIDIA down to like 130, you're gonna puts are gonna look amazing down there. Holy shit. What the fuck was that? Did you see that? It just like dropped and then it just like pumped back up. Like I said, remember I told you guys we're gonna get that pump and then it's just gonna go back down. Like I said, there were like two scenarios. One where we like actually like break out, and then the other one where we actually go up and then down and then bounce up again. I feel like that's what's happening. We went up, then we went back down, and now we're gonna see if bulls have the power to do something, honestly. Because like bulls like this today, bulls are just fucking atrocious. Like I get like we're recovering, quote unquote, but like I don't know, like this thing is just looking like shit. Like if this is like what bulls can muster on a day like Monday, with Donald Trump coming into office in 7 days, and like, you know, the hype, like we're looking rough, bro. We are looking really, really rough. Ooh, nasty candle right there. We're testing that VWAP. We inched up a little bit from it, but we got pulled back. Ooh. It's getting nasty right here, man. They got to like start closing at 577.50. They have got to start closing right here, man, because like if not, they're going to get fucking destroyed. They have got to show the market that they mean business. These people are going to get absolutely clowned on by bears today if they cannot close here. And if we head down to like 575.50, like I said earlier, like cooked. Like I'm seeing a lot of good consolidation, not gonna lie. That's kind of like what's worrying me about my puts. Which, again, I have a tiny position, but like still. I have $400. Let me post that on, because you guys said that you guys like having that. Tiny position. Holding this at the moment. Fuck. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab some calls for like my April 30th. For that contract, I'm gonna grab some calls as well. Grab some calls for that for April 30th. I think Nvidia premiums are high. Check out DJT. How is DJT looking? Let me see. Donald J. Trump. That might actually pump on anticipation for his thing. DJT. Oh yeah, that pump was glorious today. Holy shit. DJT was looking really good this morning. Fuck, I missed that. Yeah, those calls are up like 500%. Those calls are looking really good, people. The ones for like Donald J. Trump. Fantastic on that, yeah. Fuck me, I knew I should have been looking at that. I should grab, I should swing that. I should honestly swing GJT. 100%. Let's look at SPY again. Yeah, this thing is absolutely pathetic. This thing is just absolutely fucking embarrassing. Just drop already. Fuck. Like the theta. My problem with the puts that I'm holding is not that it's not moving. It's the fact that theta is dropping the value on them because I went a little bit too far out the money. I expected a drop here, not what's happening now. It's whatever. I feel like it's gonna pump now because like bears were unable to like capitalize twice on that support, but like we'll see though. Let me see. Let's see. I'm hoping GameStop is getting ready to move. How is GameStop looking today? It's a good question. Oh, yeah. Who was it that I told this? I think it was Pico. He has a lot of GameStop shares and he's not selling calls on them because he's scared that it's going to pump like crazy again. And I told him like sell them because like you can make so much money on that. Those premiums are always solid for GameStop on a weekly. Easy way to make money, and he has so much money he can actually make 4 figures a day per week. Easy money. Yeah, like playing GameStop is just absolutely easy. Just sell those. If you have GameStop shares, sell calls on that. I overturned all my losses on GameStop, selling calls on that shit for the most part. And also the pump from last year, like, let's be honest. But outside of that, selling premiums on that helped me come back from the steep losses that I was holding. Oh my god, what is this? What is this? This sucks, bro. Like, I expect one big move today. As soon as we get that move, I'm going to close out my streaming session. Because I just want to have something happen before I close out. Something fun that I can trade. There it is, a little breakout. Let me see if I'm going to grab calls on that. Fantastic pump right there. Yep, my puts went to shit. How much are they down? 155. Small position, like I said. I'm gonna be considering like opening more on the top, not gonna lie. Like here, if we reach all the way back up, I'm gonna open and I'm gonna average all the way up here, and then when it pulls down again, I'm gonna cash out green. No problem on that. Are you in calls right now? Nope, I'm not in calls right now. It moved like I said it would though. Like how I anticipated, like I said, like it's gonna go like this and it's gonna go like that. It was either like a big breakout here or like a big breakout here. But like the problem was that I thought that bears were gonna be able to like capitalize on that drop here and kind of like, you know, pull it back, but like unfortunately they weren't able to do that. So, and then on the other end we have nasty candle. Look at that. Holy shit, what happened, calls? Oh shit. shit. What was that? Who's talking? Oh shit. In 1 minute, this thing fell a holy fuck. I should have averaged here. Holy shit. What was that? No way. It keeps going. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's going. Now I needed to do it again. For those of you that are not in my Discord for some odd reason, shame on you. But like, just so you know, this is what I'm holding. I have 10 contracts on that. At what's my average price? 33 cents. Holy fuck. I should have averaged here. Fuck. Ah, oh, shit. Oh, okay then. I'll take it though. Don't get me wrong. Give me 575.50. Come on. I want to make some money. Ooh, that was disgusting. That was disgusting. I feel bad for everyone that bought here on this candle. I feel bad for everyone that got tricked, because that was a pump and dump. That was a classic example of a pump and dump right there. That means someone with a lot of money pumped, and then they just rug pulled all the way up here. In and out. Holy shit. RIP to everyone that bought calls on this pump. Like I said, that's why I've been telling you, like, the buying at 577.50, 577.75, it's a little bit risky. Like, we want to see it consolidate and like really get a breakout before we actually start, you know, buying calls on that. That's why I put this thing here. We want to see it build up on that. But holy shit, like, this changes everything. That changes absolutely everything. This is looking bad, bro. This is looking really fucking bad. For calls, not for me. Oh shit. Let's make some bread, boys. Yes, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's get it. Bro, I've lost so much through theta that, like, I'm still, like, not where I thought I would be. Fuck my life. Shit. For me to make money, like, we would actually, like, real money, like, real profits, we would actually have to, like, dip down to, like, 576. Fuck my life. That's what happens when, like, I don't stick to my trading plan. Sometimes I screw that up. I anticipated a breakdown right here, but it happened here. Yeah, there's gonna be buyers here. We're gonna get a little bit of support. Don't get all up, you know, don't get your anxiety all out of place. We're gonna get support. They're gonna start buying because, again, it's the VWAP. But yeah, like, I don't know. That drop was absolutely insane. That shit was criminally good. And I should have averaged down, like, at a better place. I still believe Nvidia is getting help from ARM, Core, Weave, and Supermarket around tripping us. I mean, maybe. It's like, what, and as far as Nvidia goes, like, the investment grade on that is just, I mean, look at their last conference, man. Like, that company is just set up for success in the future. Like, I don't see a lot of people think that, for some reason, a lot of people think that Nvidia is just being, like, it's only up because the market's in a bubble, or because they're what do you call it? Like, they're cleaning up, that they're playing with their earnings report, that they're lying on the sheets. And it's not true. I don't believe that. I really don't. And it's just like, why would people believe that? I mean, it just sounds like super biased. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, but, like, to me, like, Nvidia is just it looks better and better by the year. The company's just set up for success. They have so many partnerships. They're everywhere. They're in cars. They're gonna be in computing. They're making their own PCs. Like, you know, it's just what's like the real bearish thesis on it. I don't see it. I just legitimately struggle to see how the market's in a bubble. Mark to market saw use on Iran. You mean Enron? Yeah, robotics as well. When Jensen was on stage and he had that army of robots next to him, it was just absolutely insane. When he stepped on stage and he had all those robots next to him, I was just like, bro is gonna bro is set. Yeah, no, I would never short Nvidia based on that, on anything, to be honest. Oh. Da, 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 da. Let's see, can bulls hold that level and pump it or not? That's what's going to be fun. I wanted it to drop so bad. And we had that drop. Like, I was able to actually make a little bit of money on that. But it's nothing to where I wanted it to move. I barely made any money on my account. I'm trading another account as well, which I did not manage to close that in time. So like I'm actually sitting at a loss of like $150 on that on my other account. But it's fine. It's whatever. Do you still have puts open? Yeah, I still have a couple of them. Just a tiny, like a smaller amount than I had before. Yep. 5 EMA and 13 EMA just crossed 15 EMA. That's what's up. It's pump time. Let's see what happens. Like I said, I just want to break out. Like, we've been trading sideways for like almost an hour now. I just want this thing to decide if it's going to go up or down. Because I want to make some money. Monene. Do you think it's going to continue? What? Do you think it's going to continue going up? Nope. We're going to see a little bit of resistance here, like I said. Can it go up? Well, yeah, it can continue going up, but like always, have the expectation of like, where your liquidity zones are. Because like you're going to see resistance and support coming in at those points. Yeah, if we can actually like hold this support, we pump. If not, we go back to where we were again. We're just gonna suck, bro. It's gonna suck big time. Is this thing gonna give me another 573? Where are my puts? I'm actually gonna take. So we're sitting at 6, 7. 7 and 30. 30 divided by 7. 18. 18. 7. Keep going, keep dropping. Yes, I still have a couple puts. It's so sideways overall. Like the range in this also kind of sucks. Like I'm not happy with like the way this is trading at the moment. But you know, you can't pick the way the market trades. You just gotta like ride the momentum, ride the wave of success. Oh. Let me see. And Spy and no, that's GameStop. Yeah, Spy and the other one are just looking rough right now. Spy, that's the one I meant to say. Keep going, keep going. No. Dude, every single time it drops a little bit, like bulls just come in and just like pump it with a strong candle. Like what I'm noticing a lot is that we get a lot of like those like bearish patterns, those bearish positions coming. You know, those bearish candles back to back, which are important. And then all of a sudden you get like those few but big breakout candles, which is kind of concerning. It happened here, it happened here, it happened here, it definitely happened here, and it happened here. Like ideally, we get red, and then like a big red breakdown candle. But like that's not happening, and it's just kind of like, what the fuck? 19. Let's see if we can actually get the breakdown that I've been looking forward to have all day. I need a win on that pronto. Yeah, like if we were unable to, like, if we start crossing under the VWAP again, the fact that Bulls had a chance to like really break out and then they didn't, it's like I'm probably gonna double down on my puts. Not gonna lie, like right now, I'm probably gonna take a risk. Risky trade on that. Hold up. Holy shit, I might actually make quite a bit of money on that. Oh. Boys, we are looking good right now. There it is. Is anyone else holding puts with me? Let me know in chat real quick. Just say, yes, I'm in puts. I just want to know if I'm... Oh my god, there we go. Boys, I am 15%. Bro, I held this shit like a pro. I am so proud of myself. I'm not going to lie. 42... 42. Boys, we are looking fucking solid. There we go. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Finally. Oh my god. Holding those puts, bro, like, it was an experience, okay? Especially with that pump that we got out of nowhere. I'm going to start closing here, boys. Just so you know, I'm going to start taking in profits. I just want to share with you guys real quick. Fuck. Hold up. God damn. Fellas, like, I don't know how people like using Mac laptops. Like, this shit sucks, bro. The fucking UI is fucking twat all over. Let me see. Boys, for everyone that's watching, for like the 5 people that are watching, how many people are watching this? Just so you know, remember that trade I told you I was holding? This is it. Right here. Do you see it? Can you guys see it? I know it's a little bit fucking hard to see. There it is. Fucking trash. I should have gone heavy, like an actual put position. Like, this is very light. This is not my account as well. This is like another account I'm trading. On mine, I have 3 times this, but it's very small. I should have gone a lot heavier once we broke that VWAP. I told you guys I was gonna double down, but I got caught messaging someone else. So I couldn't double and triple down on that. So of course I made a little bit of money, like nothing. On this account. On mine, like I said, I was trading this amount times 3. But still 23% ROI on that. Amazing trade. And I want to speak on real quick. I want to hold up. Give me a second, boys, because this thing is still open. It's still looking very bearish. Let's just see what happens. Like I said, take some profits right now. Do not let your opportunity to, like, you know, secure some green go pass away. But like now we're starting to see what I told you guys would happen, which was that, you know, as soon as we break that VWAP, you know, bears are gonna come in, and they're gonna come in with a vengeance, okay? And that's exactly what's happening at the moment. We're seeing bears come in with a fucking vengeance. It's what I've been telling you. As soon as we broke that level, we were gonna start seeing blood, and that's what's happening. So make sure you guys are taking in profits, and oh my god, I'm tugging so much. Make sure you guys are setting up stop losses on your positions, okay? Do not let what did I do? Shit. Here we go. Do not let one of these green candles surprise you out of nowhere and make you lose all your gains. It doesn't mean you have to close everything, but if you put, let's say you have an average of like 33 at this point or something like that, and it's at, like, you know, 50, like, make sure you guys put in a limit order of like 35 cents or maybe at 40 cents per contract. Make sure you guys are securing that trade and then just allowing it to sort of do its thing. Do not limit your potential. But yeah, congratulations to everyone, for real, that had puts with me. And I want to speak on that real quick. It goes to show you, because I feel like a lot of people freak out once you start seeing, you know, you grab, let's say, when we were back at 11.20 on a day, you know, you're trading, you have your little puts with me, and you see this thing right here come up, and you like freak out. You're like, what the fuck, bro? Like, this is scary as hell. And then it pulls back down, and then you get another one like that. A lot of people freak out, and they're like, nope, this is gonna go up, this is gonna blow out, this, like, my trade is fucked, I am done with it, I'm closing out, I'm taking a loss on a day, like, fuck it, I'm done. And then, you know, you sort of mentally close yourself to, like, you know, making money on the market. And that is not the right thing to do. As I said, you know, we played this really smart. Like I said, I wanted to see SPY consolidate above that 578 level. Like I said, opening calls at this, you know, at 577.50 was risky. But had you done so as a scalp, you would have made a little bit of money on that. So if you actually did that, congrats. But like I said, if I wanted to open a real call position, I wanted to see SPY consolidate above that 578 level. And even though we passed it twice, it did not consolidate above that 578 level. We saw it get pulled back and rejected. And I thought at this point, this was like the break for bulls to, like, really, you know, come in and, like, you know, consolidate here and get a breakout with a pressure setup. But that did not happen. And that is the power of just being in your zone, of being zen, of being understanding what you're trading. A lot of people, like I said, they get freaked out by a green candle, and that is not the right way to go. You saw me here on the stream, like, did you see me, like, freaking out? Oh my god, we're gonna lose everything. Like, no, like, just chill the fuck out when you're taking a trade. So I see this in a lot of you. A lot of you guys see an opposite, you know, candle to what you're trading, and then you guys just, like, absolutely lose it. And that is not the way to trade. Like, you just calm. This is a normal range. You're going to get those support level breakouts. We've seen them all day long, right? Just chill out. Let's see where it consolidates. Let's see where it kind of settles. And then we just start, you know, adjusting our trades, right? I would have grabbed calls right here had we how we had that breakout that I thought we were gonna have, but I didn't. Why? It did not play out as I wanted it to, right? We did not consolidate above. So what did I do? I just held my puts and I actually doubled down on them. I actually bought more. Like I said, like I told you guys I would. Also in anticipation of that happening, I told you guys I'm going to start opening right now. I'm going to double that. And what happened? We played to our plan, and then boom. It we come out on top on that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I know a lot of you go through like a lot of mental, you guys get mentally fatigued sometimes when you guys are taking trades, and I understand that it can be a bit challenging to hold. And sometimes, the things are not moving the way you wanted it to. But if you stick to your trading plan, if you're stick to what you're looking at, and just sort of you get mentally, if you're mentally confident in yourself and your own ability to play your own plan, you're gonna come out on top 90% of the time. So make sure you guys are just saying zen, playing to the bias of the market, play to the momentum of the market, play to the direction of the market. I see a lot of you also sometimes just trying to make these weird plays of trying to price in where the market's going to do a reversal. And I feel like a lot of you guys fuck that up. And the reason why you guys fuck that up is because you are not Nostradamus. You guys are not going to be able to anticipate and call out, when and where the market's going to do what, right? You guys cannot look into 5 minutes from now and tell me exactly where the market's going to be, right? So don't, if you don't know what you're doing, and if you guys are going to, if that is the only strategy, if that is the only way you guys actually play your trades, you're going to lose out on so much money, and most of your trades are going to come out red. So stop playing to that anticipation of where the price is going to be, and rather just play the momentum, play the pattern, play the price target, look at those volume levels, liquidity levels, look at that range, look at everything that you have in front of your face that you can actually calculate, and then play to that, play to your strengths. So for everyone that traded with me, that stayed zen, and you guys shadowed me as I was telling you guys what I was going to be doing, congratulations on that trade. You guys should have made a decent buck on that. Again, it's not what I would ideally want it to, because ideally I would want this shit to break down. We bounced off on that 575.50 level, by the way. And it is 12 in the afternoon. We have about 4 hours left in the market. Let me tell you something. This thing can still drop by significant levels. I still abide that by that 570. It could happen. Realistically, is it likely to happen? No, not at this time, at least, because we didn't get the breakout earlier on the day. Breaking down all the way to 570, it's a lot of work. It's going to require quite some time. But could we break down that 575.50? Absolutely. So you guys make sure that you guys are on top of that if you plan to continue trading on a day. I would actually just kind of shorten my expectations on that. I would actually put it at 573, 574. But yeah, there's still the possibility that we break down that level again. This is going to be a big support level on the day and tomorrow as well. So make sure you guys line that up on your own charts. The farther we bounce off from it, the likelier that we're going to continue getting bounces. What's important here is to watch how high those bounces go. So we bounced here, right? We reached that level. We bounced here. We got rejected here. We came back down. We didn't quite reach that same level of support, but still it was close enough where I would consider it a bounce. So we bounced here. We made a higher high. We were unable to break out here, and thus we came back down. So now what's important is to see where we're going to be bouncing off to now again. Are we going to bounce up to the same higher new high? That's actually really bullish, by the way, if we actually do that. However, if we are unable to reach those same levels that we were at before, that puts SPY in the best the best bearish pattern, or at least my favorite one, which is the descending triangle, which is this what you're gonna see, right? So you're gonna start seeing, where's my marker, my brush? We're gonna start seeing this, right? The same support but lower highs until we get a breakout or breakdown. I think because of the news that are taking place, we might see a breakdown. I feel like the possibility of seeing a breakdown is a lot more likely, but still be open to everything. So like, let's see now, we're not in a descending triangle yet. Like I said, we have to see where does SPY bounce off to and where does it find resistance. So like, watch out for that. Make sure you guys have those key levels marked in your own charts. And yeah, like I said, I'm super proud of everyone that traded that. I'm gonna be live on my Discord. I got a couple of things I gotta do on the side as well, so I'm gonna be cutting off the stream right now because I got a couple of clients I gotta get back to. But yeah, congratulations to everyone. Solid trades all around. I feel like we made quite a lot of money today if you actually played all my trades. You guys should have made a decent 75 to like 100% ROI if you played everything. So again, thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope to see you guys on my Discord. I'm going to leave a link just in the event that you guys are not, for some reason, you guys are not in it. Which, I mean, what the fuck? And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.